The Black American setup for music starts with the drums. It starts with the drums. If we're going to talk music, we got to first start with the foundation. And the foundation of music is the bandstand that's being used, the setup. Because whatever sound you're trying to pull off is dictated by the setup of your bandstand. D.D. Chandler, William D.D. Chandler, 1896, invented the foot pedal. Y'all see down here? I'm a drummer, so the sound of R&B, the sound of dancehall, the sound of reggae, the sound of rock and roll, the sound of jazz starts off with the drum set. Drums, foot pedal, hi-hat, snare. Before the hi-hat, the wood block. And they used the wood block because cymbals were too loud for early recording systems. Those early recording systems could not handle the sound of a crash cymbal or a hi-hat, so they used a wood block instead. But this was started by a black man out of New Orleans named D.D. Chandler. This picture was taken in 1896 of the first drum set. Anything that has a drum set as the foundation of the music comes from Black America. Period. Point blank. Shut the fuck up. Period. If you hear drum set or an 808 or an MPC or anything imitating drums, it comes out of this setup right here. See, the American bandstand for Black American music is drums, bass, keys. The bass guitar was invented in the United States. The Fender P bass came out in 1951. That was the first reliable. There were some iterations of the electric bass guitar before the Fender P bass. But the Fender P bass came out in 1951. You know what else came out in 1951? Rocket 88. What's Rocket 88? The first R&B song ever recorded by Ike Turner. No coincidence that the bass and the first rock and roll song came out the same year. No coincidence. So when Buster want to say we have no culture, we have no influence, okay, then give us our drum set back. Give us our bass guitar back. You didn't have that without us, homeboy. Because before we came out with the bass, when you guys were playing Mento and Calypso, this is what you were using for bass. The marimba box. This was your bass. Sometimes the tuba. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Don't play with me. This is the setup of a traditional Jamaican drum sound. Steel drums and hand drums. You can't even pull off the dancehall / reggae sound with traditional reggae drums. I mean, traditional Jamaican drums. What's missing is the timbales. The Caribbean Latin sound, the Afro-Latino sound consists of steel drums, hand drums, and timbales. Hey, Buster, try to rap over some damn congos and no drum set and see if anybody buys that shit. You guys did not even have the instrumentation set up to pull off the ska sound and the reggae sound until Black Americans invented it. Okay? You don't have the technology to even have a sound. If black people don't invent and show you how to use the damn instruments. And don't give me no generic. I know what some people may say. Oh, the drums came from the plantation and they can't. Look, fool. First of all, drums have been around for over 5,000 years, documented. Drums have always been around. Drums are not unique to any one group of people. We don't even know the group of people who came up with the first drums. You see paintings of people playing the drums in the damn Grand Canyon cliff dwellings. That those paintings date back over 40,000 years. So the drums have always been around, but not the drum set. Kick, snare, hi-hat. That is distinctly Black American. Before D.D. Chandler came up with the first drum set, you had to have one guy playing the bass drum and a different guy playing the snare and somebody else playing the cymbals. It took 3 people to play what one person can now do on the drum set. The drum set changed the sound of music. So let me start off there. Your heartbeat is the drum. The drums are the heartbeat of the music. You can't get dancehall without a drum set because you can't pull that sound off without it. You cannot pull dancehall off with a marimba box and some steel drums. You can't do it. Okay? Now let's go a little further on